We are about to kick off our 8th Gladiator of the Forge competition with our 5-time winner, Jesse, and our competitor, Matt, trying to stop that reign of terror. What are you picking today?
I want to pick the forge welding technique.
Interesting. All right, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking ball bearing canister with a peeled canister.
Oh, bold. Very risky move. All right. Now, Matt, get second choice. You have a choice of a few weapons here on the wall of Gladiator blades. What are you thinking?
I've done fishhook canister Damascus. I've done chain canister Damascus. I've never had anything to do with ball bearings. Honestly, I don't even know what type of metal that it is without doing research. So I look at the wall, and I think we'll keep it within my wheelhouse. Gladius.
The Roman gladius is one of the most well-known weapons of the Roman Empire. Tracing its origin back to the 2nd century BC, this weapon features a lightweight, double-edged blade designed for easier, more deadly strikes than other heavier blades of the era, which made it the sword of choice for both Roman soldiers and gladiators. This iconic weapon was featured on the very first season of Forged in Fire, where both smiths went above and beyond with their Damascus blades, but struggled to perfect the intricate handle construction.
Your time starts now.
The last thing that I want is my steel not welding together. So I get all of that powdered steel settled in between all the ball bearings, almost like making a ball bearing lasagna. Pack it down the best that I can and weld the top. I'm ready to stop Jesse's winning streak, and I'm ready to go on to the next and then the next. Plenty of time, plenty of time. Canister comes up to what I think is ready to go, and we start squaring it off. I get to the point where it looks as if I've got one solid piece of steel. I'm ready to take the canister off. As I am peeling off the can, I look down at the steel and there's little ball bearings on my inside. It kind of freaks me out. It doesn't look right.
Uh-oh, guys. Matt just put his billet down on the ground back by his vise.
I just make the quick decision.
Starting over.
We got a restart.
My question is why did he restart?
He only opened a tiny
That's
little
what I'm
seam.
saying.
Yeah.
He didn't
Barely
open it
at
up
all.
to see what's going on in there.
The second can gets up to heat.
Oh, baby.
It comes off easy. It looks to be one solid piece of steel. I've got my second billet drawn out. And as I'm hammering, a ball bearing actually falls off.
Oh, no.
I cannot believe I've got to do it a third time.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me, guys?
Too aggressive on that first
I
pass.
think you're right.
I've got to hurry. Come on. I've completely lost track of the clock. It's just me and that third can, and I am going to win.
There you go.
The last piece pops off. Oh my God, it's time to work. I shape it just to give myself a blade profile that I can work with.
Matt has really got to get over to that forge and get that blade quenched.
15 minutes till the forges turn off.
Matt went right back to the grinder. I thought he was going to go to the forge.
I mean, this idea that you can't grind after you quench, I don't know what.
This is where you'd want to shout out, "Are you sure?"
So I know the forge is gonna cut off at the 2.5-hour mark, but quenching it without a thermal cycle, I've got the chance of some catastrophic failures. So I'm gonna use the oxyacetylene to do my heat treat.
This is literally risking everything.
5, 4.
No
Yeah,
way.
he's not doing
Okay.
it.
What the hell?
Bladesmiths, you have 2 hours and 30 minutes left.
You gotta be me.
So I know the forge is cut off, so last minute decision, I said, let's do an edge quench. With the oxyacetylene torch, the only thing I have to work with is a very small flame that's only gonna get concentrated areas on that steel hot enough for a heat treat.
How long will it take him to get this up to temperature for a proper quench?
Way too long.
I've lost 15 minutes and my steel is not up to temperature.
Matt's torch is just not as hot as it can be. It will take way too long to heat this blade. She has not got the gas mixture on that right. That should be a screaming hot blue flame about a 1/4 inch off the end of that rosebud.
Maybe underneath all the soot, everything that's there, maybe the blade is a little bit redder than what I think. So I quench.
There's not even any smoke coming out of there.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna push. I've gotta move on. The blade is just gonna have to do. I've gotta get a handle on it. I'm mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, but I get my handle on.
He doesn't even have a way to fix the handle. We're looking at an incomplete blade.
I'm not stopping until somebody tells me to stop.
I know from watching Jay Nielsen's videos that I'm supposed to let this whiteout dry somewhat. I decided to risk it and just go back and pack it while the whiteout's still pretty liquid.
Oh!
It looks like my forge just got possessed.
That's all material burning out of the inside of the can. That creates a void.
The first 2 welding heats go very, very well, but I don't have X-ray vision. The only way that I can tell what's inside this can is to start peeling it open. I did have a lot of energy going to this competition, but it's all being sapped away by the most draining process I've experienced yet. I wish I chose a different forging technique. This sucks.
Finally, holy.
After 45 minutes of chiseling away, the last side of the can comes off. I am ridiculously happy, but I just barely got started, and I need to make a full-blown sword. There's not a single inch on this billet where there's no cracks. I get most of these cracks ground out of the billet. Oh, just super lucky. Now it's time to take it to Old Big Blue and completely draw it out and get ready for beveling. After I'm done forging on my blade, I need to get some good normalizing cycles. I want there to be as small a chance as possible of the blade cracking in the quench.
Jesse quenched.
Nice color all throughout.
The quench goes perfectly, and I don't see any cracks on the blade. It's time to hog off the most material I ever have and get this blade to its final shape.
Wow, hard. Jesse's handle looks great. Really nice globe on the back of it.
And now it's time to put an edge on this thing. I need to make sure that it cuts and slices through anything that the judge can throw at it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, turn off your machines, put down your tools. This battle is over.
Gladiators of the Forge, welcome to the kill test. Let's see if you're glad to have a Gladius. Jesse, you're first. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, Jesse, let's talk about your Gladius. Looks like 6 times the charm, because this is the best handle you've presented us. Everything is nice and tight, it is smooth, and it's ovoid to where I can get a really good grip on this, fits nicely in my hand. Your tip is pointy enough to puncture nicely, and your edge is sharp enough to cut the pig carcass down. Overall, sir, your Gladius, it'll kill.
Thank you.
Matt, your turn, sir. You ready?
Ready?
Let's do this.
My blade has so many issues. My biggest concern is because of the heat treat on my blade, it's gonna hit a bone that's just gonna shatter.
I have my questions about this handle. I don't really see a mechanical connection. I think it's just held by glue. What do you guys think?
My biggest question is that thing hard? It was quenched at such a low temperature.
Can't be.
The only way to
Let's find
check. This blade's just not hardened.
All right, Matt, unfortunately, after doing a file check, we've determined that your blade is not hard. Now, we consider that a parameter failure and cannot continue testing your blade fairly against your competitors. We want to say thank you so much for coming out, fighting so hard, never giving up in this competition, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you to please step off the forge floor.
I understand.
Thank you, Matt.
Good
Thank you,
fight,
Matt.
Matt.
Thanks,
Good
Matt.
fight.
Well, Jesse, man, I know this is probably not the way that you wanted to win a competition, but you have taken down 6 competitors. You have $40,000 in your pocket and 6 Gladiator of the Forge titles, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't expect to win even half of this much. Everything is still a blur. Everything is still a surprise.
Again, congratulations. We got to ask you, do you want to go back into the Forge for another 8-hour round and battle it out for another title?
Of course.
Right on, man. All right, well, congratulations, man. We will see you for another one on the forge floor. Well done.
Thank you. I'm Jesse Hu. I'm the 6th-time Gladiator of the Forge, and I'm not scared about next competition.